Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Now today's Sunday and we're asking for a message that you need to hear. However, it also happens to be a new moon eclipse today as well. I have already done some new moon readings, new moon eclipse readings. I posted them a couple of days ago, so do check those out. And tomorrow is the equinox. If you are in the southern hemisphere, it's the spring equinox. If you're in the northern hemisphere, where I am, it's the autumn equinox. This is a massive, massive turning point. And for this to fall at the time of the eclipse season as well, the energy is phenomenal right now. So whether you are coming to this reading today as I'm uploading it, or in a few days time, or even in 6 months time, or 3 weeks time, or 2 years time, you will have been drawn to these readings because the energy is very powerful. So we are going to get a message that you need to hear right now. And I'm also potentially going to look at the week ahead if that is appropriate as well. We'll see what comes through in the readings. Now we have 3 beautiful cards to choose from, and I'm also going to pick out some runes and some charms as well. Let me show you the cards first. My beautiful souls, in fact, first of all, here I am diving straight into the energy of the day, which is huge. Welcome everybody. Welcome if you're returning, welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for being here. I am, just humbled and grateful to be connected with you all, and I am loving the community that we're building here on YouTube. So thank you for being a part of that, everyone. So let me show you the cards. The timestamps are below, so if just from looking at the cards, you know which of the readings are speaking to you. It could be more than one, sometimes it is. If you know which one is speaking to you, immediately you can just zap straight through to the readings, and I'll put the timestamps into a comment as well. But if some of you wish to wait and see the runes and charms as well, just carry on watching and I'll draw them in just a second. So pile 1, your card is Atlantean Dolphin Codes. This is card number 21, and it says, dolphins are calling you to the oceans and sea. Hear their call. So that is for pile 1. Pile 2. We have card number 10, the Golden Phoenix. You soar from the ashes and are ready to fly again. That is for pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have card number 9, an ocean of stars. You are the multiverse. You are every star. You are connected to the all. You are free. And that is your card and your message as the primary card for pile number 3. And I'm just going to put some counters out so that when I draw the charms, you can actually see them a little more clearly. Okay, now let's draw your runes and charms. So for pile 1, you have 2 runes coming out. You have Gateway. This is Thurizaz, and you also have Awaz, which is known as the rune of defense. So that's for pile 1. And your charm for pile 1. Oh, you've got 2. You have a beautiful heart, very big heart, and you also have a little hand which says handmade. Okay. So 2 by 2 by 2 and 2 dolphins showing up here, although there are more in the background. Okay, pile 2. You have 2 runes again. You have fertility. This is Ingus. And you also have the rune of harvest. This is Jera. So fertility and harvest. And your charm, or charms, see what comes through. Your charm is a beautiful fairy, and it looks like she is carrying something. Could be a ball, could even be a pumpkin. I'm not quite sure what that is, but she is carrying something in her arms. So that is for pile 2. 2 charms coming through for pile 3. You have the rune of joy, Wunjo, and you have the rune of journey, Rado. So this is for pile 3. And you have the octopus. Beautiful charm. Okay, so these are your cards, your charms, your runes for today's readings. And it's a very, very powerful new moon eclipse today. As I said, I've already done new moon readings a couple of days ago. Do check them out. I'll put the link in the description box below for anyone that wants to be able to find them easily. I'll put them in the comment as well. And we will also be checking out a message for today. We're in the Equinox energy as well, so that's going to come into our readings. And also, as I said, we'll be checking out the week ahead potentially, as well as an immediate message that you need to hear right now. Beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running just a few moments, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Tons of love, and thank you for being here. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Happy eclipse if you're watching this as I am uploading it. Happy I was about to say happy solstice. Happy equinox if you're watching this as I'm uploading it. Do you know, whenever you're here, happy everything. Now, you have Awaz, the rune of defense, and you have Gateway, Thurizaz. This is a rune that urges patience sometimes. I feel like you're longing to be free. You've got a really big heart. We've got handmade coming here. Don't want to say too much. I think I want to draw your cards first. Let's bring all our oracle cards in and see what we're shown. May we kindly ask, this is the one, I think. Yes, we have the rooster and sunflower, communication. Longing to be free, longing to be seen, longing to be heard. You have elemental. Look at the energy of the waves. Oh, wow. Dolphins are calling you to the oceans and seas. Hear their call. The rooster and sunflower, communication. Gosh, I actually do think, dearest ones, I actually do think you are being called to the sea, literally. Now, if that is impossible for you in your current circumstances to actually access the oceans, then it may be that you can do a meditation where you actually visualize yourself and ask to be taken to the sea, to a beach, to water. I think you are being called. Quite literally, there's something you need to, that there is a communication for you. And it's really, for some reason, that communication is coming through in connection to water and to the power of the oceans. Now, there may be something just within the nature of that is meaning something for you already. Let me just draw more cards and let's really dive into your reading. But this feels like a really important message. Stone circle, the sacred landscape. We also have the bridge, the place between worlds. I think you are the bridge, my dearest ones. I think maybe you are the bridge. I think you are the communicator. You are the bridge, the ability to communicate. The reason I think you're being drawn to the oceans is because you would be closer to the vibration and energy and communications of the dolphins. They have such a high vibrational level of communication, and I think you are being drawn to connect with some message. You are needing to be a channel, or they are asking you to be a channel, actually, quite frankly. You are to be a bridge between the worlds. And I think you need to be seen and heard, actually. The elemental forces of nature wish to be speaking through you. A bridge. It's those places where we can connect to other worlds. I don't know how better to say it. I think I've sort of said it. You're being called, actually. This is the message. You're being called to be a bridge between the worlds, to be a voice, to be a messenger. And that's why you're being drawn to the sea and to the elemental energy of the land. But you are also meant to be seen, and you are meant to be heard. Now, whether this is in the immediacy of your own world, and there are messages that can come through you that you can express, or whether in a bigger way you're being called to be heard. I'm not quite sure yet what the handmaid is, but we'll come to that. Thurizaz and Awaz can both speak of, it's not just patience with Awaz, it's because it's a rune of defense. I feel you're being asked to lower your defenses, or to step through a gateway where you perceive the world, I'd venture to say, in a more real way. I mean, that's hard for me to quantify, and I'll say more as I go. Now, I have another beautiful little oracle pack here. These have messages on the reverse. Let's draw a couple from this pack as well. That's the one. And then I'm going to draw your tarot cards. See what we are shown. Okay. Right. So we have a beautiful, beautiful hill, or indeed with a castle at the bottom, but it's the particular shape of the hill that I think is really important. And look what we have at the bottom. There's a pier going out into the water. And then we have two swifts or swallows and a white horse. Let's read what these say. Gently place your feet on the path you were meant to travel. Wow. Surrender yourself to the flow of life and see how you can influence your future. Keep moving forwards and your life's purpose will manifest. I'll read this again. Gently place your feet on the path you were meant to travel. My dearest ones, you came here with purpose. You came here to be a voice. You came here to be a communicator. And actually, I'm just going to say now is the time. You're being asked to literally, to not defend against your calling and your purpose. You have come here with purpose, and your purpose is to be a voice, to bridge the worlds, to be a voice, possibly to speak for nature, to speak for the water, to speak for the land. I'll draw your tarot cards before I say more, but really, I think that's why the hand is there. It's almost like a hand saying, you know, here you are. This is why you came here. This is what you were made for. This is your purpose. I'm actually going to move these along just a tiny bit because I think these two cards can sit here. I think that's super cool. Just feel like I want to kind of do a little bit of organising here, a little bit of rearranging, and let's draw your tarot cards. What an amazing message, given that we are in the 4-day window around the equinoxes. Now, it doesn't matter if you've come to this in 3 weeks, 3 years. The energy and the messages are here for you right now. The timing is right for you to step up into your calling that connects to the land. But isn't it amazing these messages have come through in this 4-day window at the time of an eclipse moon A new moon, a new beginning. Eclipse energy is a portal where we can literally connect to the past, the present, and the future. We can kind of engage with what we need to do right now to create a different future, to create the future we were called to be here. We can sort of connect to our past, where we've come from. This is like almost like a line between your karma and your dharma, you know, putting away the things that you've learned up till now, which is what Gateway is about. Gateway simply invites us to sit still, to metaphorically review every experience we've ever had. You know, cast your eyes back across, sit at the top of a hill, cast your eyes back over the landscape of your life. Lean into the gratitude for every lesson, because it's made you who you are. It's why you came here. All of those karmic footsteps to lead you to this moment where now you create a different future, and that was your purpose and the agreement you made before you came here. This is why I think there's an energy, the Atlantean dolphin codes. If you go to the sea or you do a meditation of the sea, I think you'll find you really, really do pick up and download messages that confirm your calling. But I believe you are to be a voice in some way, shape or form, and now is the time. Wow. You may have been feeling a bit restless, or a bit like your world isn't quite delivering at the moment, or something that you used to do that used to feel monumentally satisfying doesn't anymore. There's a restlessness, an unease, like you'd really like a change, but you don't quite know what. Any of these things could be applying. If you are able to meditate and do a guided meditation into a stone circle, do a guided meditation to the sea, visit the sea, visit a sacred place, the worlds will open for you. I think messages will come to you. Now let's find out more about I think the message is actually really clear. I guess let's kind of find out what energy is around you in the coming week. I feel this one as well. And these. And this one. I think that's it. Oops, clearly not. Clearly not. Okay. Prince of Pentacles. Okay. 5 of Swords. That's an interesting card. We have for you the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. We have the Hermit. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have these cards, which I'm going to look at in a moment. Let's see what we have right here, right now. So the card that I'm drawn to, like it really immediately, is this 4 of Swords. And what we see is somebody lying naked. There's like an exposure, and yet you are protected. Now, this is a card of meditation. It's like get still, connect to nature, and the messages will come through. What I'm actually being shown, I feel here, is that it feels like it's quite, for some of you, quite a big leap to really feel that you can follow a new direction or a new calling. And what they're kind of saying here is, look, you'll be protected and you don't have to rush at this. Okay, I think there is something in the immediacy of your world. This is the Prince of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles in a traditional pack. So this is steady growth. And this is a wasp rather than a bee. And wasps don't have the same like flying power, as in like they can't go the same distance that a bee. Bees can travel, I think, miles, whereas wasps are more localized. I think even though you are being encouraged to, like, if you live miles from the sea and you happen to be able to visit the sea or visit a stone circle or something, then just go for it. But just meditate into these kind of energies otherwise. It's the elemental energies. I think if you can just get still and tune into nature, even if you just open your window, if you are confined, to a particular indoor environment, just tune in with nature. You're being protected. You're being asked to kind of open yourself. Don't be defended to the messages that you can receive. It feels for me as if you're at an early stage of discovering your true calling. This is still in the evolutionary stage. Now, some of you may actually just be sitting in a place where you just you're having that yearning to do something else. You feel like there must be a bigger picture, or there is a bigger picture, but you don't quite yet know what it is. For others, you do kind of know and you've already set forth on that, but things are still very much in the early stages of development. Now, you can master this craft, whatever this is. You have the strength, you have the resilience to absolutely do this. And if you are feeling like the area that you are moving into is quite a competitive field with the Seven of Wands, truly just keep on investing in what you are doing. You're being called to be quite singular about this. You can build your calling, your capacity to receive information, to be that voice. You can do this one step at a time. You have the ability, you have even if it's been dormant in you, it's absolutely there. This can unfold. In a way, it's about giving yourself focus. And also, if you find yourself, sitting on, let's say you've decided to be a reader, and you think that this is a calling and something you really want to do. If you do, please do join my tarot course. You're very welcome. I'll put a link below. But that aside, what if you're launching your own channel or something like that on YouTube, but and you spend your whole time looking at the competition, looking at what everybody else is doing and feeling daunted by that? You're going to find your own way, okay? There's something very unique, very, very unique about your voice. And even if you're not quite sure what that uniqueness is yet, it'll come to you. You are being guided, even if you're not ready to leave your kind of day job and expand yet. Gradually, you will learn a new craft. You're learning a new skill. There's a different direction for you to go in. We have the Nine of Jars. This is the Nine of Cups. Honestly, you are going to absolutely love this. This is a card of fulfillment. We have the card of Justice. This is like getting a sting. Okay. We then have the Four of Pentacles. And then you have the Five of Wands. I actually think, my beautiful souls, that some of you have possibly got started with something. And it may be that you started something and then maybe it either didn't quite work, or you had a bit of a, I won't say a bad experience, but something kind of you got stung kind of thing. And I think with the Four of Pentacles, it's almost like maybe you started something and it didn't quite work out and it kind of put you off. And maybe the timing wasn't right. There's something that's caused you to be a bit defensive about doing this, almost as if you had a go and it didn't work for you. Or you had a go and there was a hiccup. Don't be dissuaded. Maybe you had a go and, an element of competitiveness from someone else came in and something was either sabotaged, or that there's something here about really choosing to honour and recognise that everything that happens is part of the learning curve. If something didn't work, it just means you need to tweak your direction. You're learning your craft. Or if you're brand new and you really, really don't quite know how to get started, don't be afraid to have a go. If something doesn't work, it just means there'll be another niche or another way of doing this. I'm going to draw just a few more cards, my beautiful souls, and just see what else emerges around the week ahead for you. But your message is so clear. There really is a calling for you, a purpose. You are meant to have a voice. You are meant to be seen. And this is not, the competition is irrelevant. You are meant to be seen. You are meant to be doing what you're doing. You do need to kind of, to some extent, hone your craft. But that's super cool. And, you know, don't feel bad if you feel the competition is out there, or this is a market that's flooded with stuff, or yours is you'll have a unique take on this, and actually your take is worth hearing. Let's just draw a few more cards. May we kindly ask for any information about how the week ahead evolves. You have the 10 of Cups. Look at this. This is lovely. Take your time. Take some time to chill out. Appreciate where you are. Don't be in such a hurry that you lose sight of the moment. 7 of Pentacles. Look at the harvest here. Look at the choices that are going to be available. Look at what you are going to create. And then the 7 of Swords. Again, very interesting with the sort of, look at these knives coming in. I do feel there's a part of you that is immensely anxious about the level of competition that's out there, or about people being envious of what you're doing, or feeling like, I think you feel quite guarded around moving forwards in a different way. There's no need to be guarded, pile 1. No need to be guarded at all. You're going to be protected. There's no need for you to worry about this. Whatever you are doing, continue doing it. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Continue working at this. If something you didn't quite take off, it just means you need to almost like finesse your own niche. It may even be, if something didn't quite take off, it may be that you were, I don't know, maybe you looked too much at the competition and were trying to sort of do what other people are doing, and actually you should be doing what you're doing. Get still and you will be shown what you are meant to do, and you will be guided to find your unique voice and your unique niche. Whatever this is that you're called to, you know, if you haven't got a clue and you're sitting there thinking, well, I'd love to do this or I'd love to do that, but I don't quite know. To be fair, I think for most of you, you possibly have got an inkling of what you'd like to do. And yet for some reason you're sort of feeling daunted by it. You need to keep going, and also kind of, but really allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to receive the information that is being given to you to literally guide you, so that you become the vessel for your calling. And truly, I think you will fly. I really do. There's something very unique about whatever it is that you're going to bring. And you are absolutely guarded. You are absolutely supported. So don't... Please try not to worry. I say please try not to worry. I feel like I'm getting quite bossy, really, which is not really my kind of way. But try not to worry about what other people think. Even if you feel you got stung or some... And you know what? If somebody actually did say something derogatory... I mean, what if you launched your first YouTube video or something and then someone made a comment that was a bit negative? I mean, I still feel that way, you know, when somebody, you know, all of you, most of you, you write the most wonderful comments, and I am honestly humbled and amazed. But, you know, every now and then there'll be a really negative one. And, do you know, it's even though I know all this stuff, it's still the negative one that will really, really get to me. You know, it just does. You know, someone will make a comment about how I've interpreted a card, because maybe I interpreted it intuitively rather than reading the exact meaning. And actually I read intuitively. That's how I work. And it's kind of like, but you know, that's the comment that I'm going to remember. And it's crazy because I know that I shouldn't be doing that. It's not, and that's a good shouldn't. It's not appropriate. But we do this. We take things on board, and we feel vulnerable, exposed when we first start to take those steps into a new world. But you are being guided, you are being protected, you are being reassured. Go put your feet in the sea or your feet on the ground. Trust that you're to be guided every step of the way. There is something calling you. It's very unique to you. It will sing to your heart. And whatever happens, even if people are envious of you, if they're envious of you or jealous of you and they put a nasty comment down or whatever, they're doing it because they're envious and jealous, because you are following your calling and it's obvious to them that you're going to shine. So my beautiful souls, I think in this week you are being asked to really persevere, but be gentle with yourself. And you know, above and beyond anything, open yourself to receive guidance, because you'll be supported at every step of the way. And if you really are in those early stages of deliberation and feeling overwhelmed by the competition, again, get still. Your niche will come to you. Pile 1, this is your reading. Beautiful souls, if this is resonating, do give me the thumbs up. And thank you so much, all of you who like, share, subscribe, and all the things you do that support the channel. Thank you for giving back through the super thanks in the comments. Thank you actually for commenting. It's wonderful to hear your journeys. And just thank you so much for being here. And thank you all who've been signing up to my tarot course. It's amazing to be walking with you on your journey. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the Golden Phoenix. You soar from the ashes and are ready to fly again. This reading is loaded with fertility. I mean, it's just loaded. You've got the rune of fertility. You have the rune of harvest. I mean, wow. You also have this fairy looking as if she's carrying something like a pumpkin, or I almost kind of found myself thinking about her taking the pumpkin to Cinderella's sort of wedding or something. There's just something about you flying again. Even the energy of the phoenix, the shape here, looks exactly the same as this fairy rising. I find this quite amazing in this card. I'm going to draw these 2 cards for you first. These have messages on the reverse, so I'm going to read them to you. Allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see the natural beauty around you expand. It is easy to love and accept the light side of yourself. It takes courage to acknowledge and love the darker side. Right, you are rising. I feel you have visited the shadows in some way, shape or form. I actually think you've done the work, if I'm honest, and it's time for you to rise. What is the message that we need to be bringing forth for my pile 2s in this equinox energy? The duck and the chrysanthemum, luck. Ooh, 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 this is exciting. We have the card of luck. I think something is going to blossom. Maybe you are to blossom. You have the depths. And I thought there were 2 cards coming here. And you have community. Okay. The depths and community. Okay. What else do we have for you, my beautiful pile 2s? You have the return. Okay, now I did see another card. Let's just shuffle. Have that one be shown again. Thank you. And you have Selkie, the soul skin, or the seal skin, but it says soul skin. This is an interesting card. The return. My dearest pile 2, you have been to the depths of your soul and back again. You literally have. You've travelled to the depths. You've walked in the shadows, and it is time for you to return to, I almost want to say, it's like return to who you really are, or return to return. I mean, if you've been poorly, it's time for you to return. If you've been in isolation, it's time for you to return to life. It's time for you to return. It's time for you to rise. I really do feel you've been to the depths and back again. I really do. And my hat goes off to you. It's time for you to return. That's absolutely amazing. With Selkie. Selkie, the card of this the story of this card is the Selkies they're seals, but they could, at the time of the full moon, they could come onto land and take human form. And I think someone tricked one of them into marrying him. And basically, I think she had agreed to marry him. They fell in love and she had agreed to marry him. But she obviously had to return and be a seal again because that's who she was. That was her nature. But he tricked her so that she couldn't. So she stayed on the land and she couldn't return because she didn't. A bit like Cinderella, interestingly enough, with the pumpkin. You know, Cinderella had to be back by midnight. Otherwise, everything changed back to what it was. You know, the coach turned into a pumpkin. It's like something. I actually almost feel as though, I don't know whether you were tricked or deceived by something, but I genuinely feel you have been caught in something, a bit like a fish out of water, or you've been entrapped in something which had its purpose. I mean, the reality is you learned, you've been to the depths and back again. That's the gist of it. It's time to return. It is time to rise. It is time for you to embrace. For some of you, it could actually be partnership. If you had a really challenging relationship that took you to the depths and back again, maybe someone deceived you. I think that's a possibility actually here because of these two beautiful bears. I think they are, well, I say that. See, I think this looks a little bit like a bear, but also they look like wolves. Now, wolves are lone creatures. You see, this looks like a white wolf, and yet this kind of is quite bear-like as well. But I think they are actually wolves. I'm seeing loyalty here, just as we have that moon card. In the tarot, we often see two wolves in the moon card. Yeah, I think somebody did deceive you, actually, and I'm so sorry. Actually, really, really, really sorry. Someone deceived you, and you've been, I almost want to say to hell and back, actually, but something was really, really difficult for you, whatever that was. Now, it's time to return. It's as simple as that. And if that was a connection with someone, somebody was disloyal to you. Gosh, some of you could even have been outcast from a community. That will be a message for some, not others. Pushed out of your home, your family. Yeah, literally, I do feel some of you were literally pushed out. It's time to rise. It's time to rise. It's time to return. In your own right as well, I'm going to say, my beautiful pile too. Let's look at your tarot cards. You have the Princess of Pentacles. So this is the Page of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. The Hanged One, the Hanged Man, the Empress, yes, the Seven of Swords. Right, I'm going to say it's time to, I almost want to say take back your birthright. Now this is a message that will have relevance to some, but not others, in terms of actual birthright. But the gist of it is your birthright to be amazing, to be the best version of you, to not be undercover, to not be fearful, to not feel like you don't belong. It's time to claim your birthright. It really, really is. And your birthright is you being you. Your unique and amazing self. Absolutely time to return. to no longer hide, to no longer cling to the past, to no longer feel persecuted, to know, I feel this is over. It's time for you to flourish. It's time for you to excel, whatever that may be, just in being you. You are amazing. You are good enough. You are gorgeous. It is time for you to be yourself and be loved for it, not be targeted or stabbed or harmed or envied or put down. You have been restricted by the stuff that happened to you, by the shadows, the depths, also, I think you've also tormented yourselves in that, sometimes when we are given almost like a personal mantra, like we're not good enough or something, it becomes our personal mantra, even though it isn't true and it isn't real. And it is time to absolutely let all of this go and embrace the fertility and the harvest that is absolutely yours to have. For some of you, this could be community. It could be the right people. It could be having the right people around you. It could be love. It could be the family you choose rather than the family you were born to. It could be your absolute entitlement to anything and everything. But this is your message, and it's really powerful. It's time for you to rise and soar. Whatever has happened to you, whether that's a long time ago, whether it's been throughout your life, whether it's recent history, you've been to the depths and back, and it's now time for you to soar, to rise and to shine in no uncertain terms. Even your beautiful card of the duck and chrysanthemum luck, it's like luck is now on your side. If you used to feel like you were jinxed, not anymore. It's now your time. And this reading is serving as an affirmation of that. Now, at the time of doing the reading, as I said at the start, we're in the 4-day window of the equinox, which is a very big turning point in the Earth's calendar. I feel this is really heralding a new chapter for you. We're in eclipse season. Whenever you come to this, it doesn't matter. This is the point of turn. You are to rise again and own the abundance of who you are, the very essence of you. So this is not about money. This is about abundance and joy and the harvest of you. Now, my beautiful souls, let's ask about the week ahead. I'm kind of curious to see what might be emerging this week, especially with the luck card. We have the Prince of Swords. Well, that's very, very interesting. The Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing you going for something, actually. I'm seeing you almost like put aside self-doubt and going for something. This is like going for the biggie. This would be like if there's a course you want to sign up to. But you're not really, you haven't got all the qualifications, but you apply for it anyway, and I think you'll get it. It's like going for the job that is amazing. You're going for something here. Apply for something. Reach out. Ask for it. If any of you have been with fertility, sometimes it requires completion of beginnings. If there's any loose ends you need to tie up around something before you send it off, like if you've written a book or you're writing a film script or something like that, you've just got to cross the T's, dot the I's, do your final edit, send it off. It's time to overcome any doubt around this and send it off. You are meant to shine, and you are meant to be sending something out into the world. 7 of Pentacles. Look at the abundance of things that are here. Make a choice. I think there may even be more than one choice available to you, but do you know what I see here in the 7 of Pentacles is the abundance that will come back to you. This is like absolutely owning your choices. Knowing you have the right to almost like to sell yourself. If there's, I do feel for some of you, there's something very specific actually here. You've been put down before, been to the depths and back, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, the return, this is like it's putting yourself out there in some way. There's something to do this week where you actually put yourself out there. You kind of cut through the crap and you go for it. You put yourself out there. You kind of say, I'm worth it, and I know I am. I'm putting myself out there. I'm going to do this. This is what I want. This is what I deserve. It's selling yourself. And you're not selling yourself in an ego way. You're just being you. You don't have to sell yourself in an ego way. You don't have to be held back anymore. Just know that you are, I know it's a very cliche, obviously, kind of thing, but you are worth it, but you really are. You are selling something of yourself this week, and it's not about any pretentiousness. It is rising and shining because you are absolutely meant to. It's your birthright. It's who you are. It's everything you've worked for. You deserve this, and you should absolutely launch yourself forward without any hesitation, or put yourself forward without any hesitation. There's definitely something to apply for or reach out for or ask for. So ask for it, push for it even. Luck is on your side, you are rising. My beautiful pile 2, I love it. It feels like assertive in a really, really groovy and exciting and passionate and alive and spiritual way. It's not ego-y. This is just, it's authentic. That's the word. This is authenticity, and it's absolutely stunning. My beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. And this is amazing. Pile 2, keep us posted. If this is resonating with you, do please share, likes, and do subscribe and press the little bell icon if you'd like to make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I upload them. Thank you all of you who've jumped on board my tarot course. It's amazing to be working with you. And beautiful souls, I'm just sending you so much love. This is your rising, and it's fabulous. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have card number 9, which is a very sacred number. An ocean of stars. You are the multiverse. You are every star. You are connected to the all. You are free. I love that you have the rune of joy and Rado. Rado is the rune of journey. I feel with the octopus as well. Wow, your cards are coming out and flying out. Just feel with the octopus, gosh, what was coming through was like many strings in your bow, as if you're kind of able to, not exactly multitask, but maybe you're an energy, like a light worker, but you're able to multitask with energy. We have these 2 cards that are coming out. I'm going to read what's on the back. This one says, the light you are seeking is already within you. Follow those things that bring peace to your soul. Beautiful. Allow the true love of your soul to radiate, and you shall see the natural beauty around you expand. Wow, this is such a connection to the stars, to who you truly are as a light being. I suppose given that we are in eclipse season, it's an eclipse new moon at the time of doing these readings, and we're at that amazing turning point of the equinox. Perhaps I should not be surprised that these incredibly magical readings are coming through. But I do feel they're a bit wow. You have the sheep and blackberry devotion. What else do we have for you, my beautiful pile 3s? And you have the heart. Oh, look at that stag rising. Gosh, I just want to say the energy and light around you, my pile 3s, is something else. I feel like I am being bathed in light. Literally bathed in light. It's quite extraordinary sitting here. You have the Selkie. Now this came out in, I think it was, gosh, I've lost track of which pile it was. It was one of the other piles. Bear with me. I'm actually going to check for you just in case, because I have a feeling there may be another message in one of the other piles. Let me just double check for you. I'll press the pause button. It was pile 2. Yeah, there may be a message for you in pile 2. Now, let's continue. I believe there is another card. Yeah, possibly two from this pack for you. Okay. We have initiation and the wasteland. Okay. There is so much light around you. Joy is coming to you. Joy is literally initiation. Joy is coming to you. The sheep and blackberry devotion. Pile 3. I'm going to draw your tarot cards before really diving in. But there is so much light around you. And it is as if you are being guided through something. I feel that you have become detached from who you really are, the essence of who you are as a light worker. I'm not quite sure why. Why would this be for my pile 3s? What is this message coming through? I need to get a handle on this. We have the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. We have the Moon. I'm seeing you follow the moon. Look at that, crossing that bridge. Then we have the Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Transformation. Ah, right. It isn't that you are detached from who you are. It's that you're refinding who you are. That's what this is about. You are rediscovering who you truly are. You're discovering your true nature. I think you are on a journey of profound discovery, my beautiful souls, of who you truly, truly are. You're learning to listen to your heart and follow your heart. To know that you are made of star stuff. To know that you are a light worker, a being made of energy. I think you know what it means to feel, to not be like aligned. I think you have experienced what it means to not be aligned. You're very much on your journey of finding your course, finding your pathway, finding your joy. Now, I think this needs protection. The sheep and blackberry. Sheep are quite vulnerable. They do need to be protected. I wonder if you are someone who has been, I wouldn't say exactly naive, but there's an innocence about you. Because, you know, you are a light being. But I think maybe there has been a bit of innocence around you, which means you can be taken in. And perhaps that's been part of your life journey to discover, to develop resilience, to develop your ability to see through the illusion of things. We have the wheel. The wheel is turning. That's really, really for sure. I'm seeing this card here as well. And fast. Okay, 8 of Wands. Now your reading is becoming clear. I'm seeing this card here. We have the Strength card. Right, I'm seeing this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, we'll look at these in just a moment. Okay, your primary message, the message you need to hear now is that you are something, your world is transforming basically really, really, really fast. Don't wobble. Okay, now that's easier said than done, but truly try not to wobble. You have a purity in you, and I think you are being protected. I think at times, because the pace of change in your world right now is so fast, I feel like you genuinely almost don't know who you are anymore. It's like your feet are off the ground. It's really, really hard for you to remain grounded and in touch with kind of who you are at a very core. I think you know who you are, but I do think you can wobble a bit at the moment. simply because of the speed at which everything is turning and changing. I feel like your world is transforming at a pace that means you probably wake up and have days where you just energetically, you really do wake up and think, gosh, it's like the whole world is changing. I don't quite know what's real and what isn't anymore. You will come through this transformation just fine. Just fine. You have the strength, you have the resilience. There is nothing being given to you that you cannot handle, my beautiful pile 3. You really, really are going to be protected through this transformation. I think you are literally on a journey. Now, for some of you, it's literally a physical journey as well. And you're in the early stages of that emerging. You're literally crossing a bridge. You're moving to the other side. Now, how that impacts on your world, you could literally be crossing to the other side. Maybe you're owning your sexuality. Maybe you are literally moving to another land. You're crossing a bridge to somewhere else. But something in your world is transforming very, very, very quickly. It's right that it's transforming, and you will be able to handle this. I think there's a sort of a fear of what you might lose along the way, but the reality is the key really is what you're going to gain along the way. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords, and we have the 10 of Wands. What you're losing or letting go of or releasing are things that have burdened you. I think you have actually carried a lot of responsibility, my beautiful pile 3. And if things are feeling as though they are crumbling, it's actually because that's happening in order to release you and free you to return to a life that's much lighter. So even if it feels as though stuff is departing, let go gracefully. All it's doing is guiding you back to being who you truly are, a being of light. It's guiding you back to joy, guiding you back to live through your heart. I think you have been quite overloaded, burdened, carrying more than your fair share. And it really is time for that. I think that's shifting and changing. Circumstances are transforming fast and in a big way. I think it is because they're transforming so fast that you are feeling wobbly. But you know how sometimes we do cling to things and we sometimes do carry more responsibility than is ours, but we do it because in a way it enables us to feel like we're a bit more in control. Actually, by taking responsibility for things, we're in charge of something. Right now, this is about relinquishing control and kind of trusting that this is all going to be completely okay. May we kindly ask for information about the week ahead for my pile 3s. We've got the honeymoon. Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. May we ask about the week ahead. And the Emperor. Fabulous. Look at that with all of the bees in his beautiful beard. A beard of bees, a beard of honey. How wonderful. The fast pace of something that's happening to you right now is going to bear fruit. You're going to land. You're going to cross that bridge. You're going to reach a destination and you're going to love it. Something will come this week where you literally kind of arrive. So this period of transition, of transformation, whatever it means for you, this fast pace of change. This week you're going to literally land. You will arrive and it will feel like you're on a honeymoon. So if you've been building up to travel, you're going to cross that bridge and you'll get there. You'll land on the other side. And do you know what? Whatever you are navigating, you are going to, I feel like you're going to relax, which feels absolutely gorgeous. You're being relieved of a burden. You're being relieved from being in a place that didn't resonate with you, or being in a place where there was an emptiness at a level of soul, or a disconnect from who you are at source level, that being of light, that star being. I think you are in a transition right here and right now, and it will be unique to you, but the transition is taking you to a place, whether it's a place within yourself or a physical place. It's taking you somewhere, the wheel is turning and it's moving very fast to somewhere where you can literally be who you truly are. It's like a return in many ways to who you are, and yet you're in new territory simultaneously. It's not going back to something, it's moving forwards to the very essence of who you know that you are and everything that you can be. And I think you land this week, wherever that might be, whether that's your circumstances open up and change, you re-anchor, you just know that you've got there, you are somewhere where you can feel from the heart. The fast pace of changes that you are going through that are just epic for you, this initiation, this process will soon be over. The journey will be over. You'll land, it will be joyous, and it will remove something of a burden. The transition has been important because it's removed you from either a situation or from people or a circumstance or a location. It's removed you from something that has not been working for you. And that is a joy. And when you land and you arrive on the other side, you absolutely land, you put down an anchor, and it's like, wow, this is fab. Now I know. It's like you can relax, okay? And this is what is happening this week. So this is beautiful. My pile 3, this is your reading. Wow, these readings are fascinating given the energy of the time. I'm so pleased that you land. Whatever it is you're meant to be landing to, it's absolutely right for you. You literally can breathe again almost, which is heaven. My beautiful pile 3s, thank you so much for being here. Beautiful souls, if you are enjoying the reading, do please give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure that you never ever miss a reading. My beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world.